Marco Savage right behind him. So Novi Sad coming out in the all-black, dressed for a funeral. They got their sights set on the Latvians. Dusan Bullet. He's the heart and soul of Novi Sad Al-Wada. And he's back in the final here in Beijing after taking care of Zamoon. So they waste no time to get to it as they start getting warmed up and ready to go. Carlos Lasmanis, you heard what Dusan said. He said that he and Lasmanis had a conversation. And he said, Dusan said, meet me in the final. And Lasmanis said, all right, I will. Sure enough, here they are. Dusan, he's been here so many times. This dude is allergic to losing. His team on a 31-game win streak. They hadn't lost since the 2017 final here on this very court. Mieses and company, they don't care nothing about it. They've been knocking on the door all year long. They haven't won a Masters yet, as I mentioned, but they can hang their hat on their 3 challenger wins this year over Novi Sad. So when you look at that record this year, the three wins came in the Moscow Open quarterfinals, the Ventspils Challenger final, and the Raiffeisen Bank Bucharest Challenger final. As Riga seem to have the answers. They seem to have figured out Novi Sad. And then the World Tour came, and Novi Sad was a totally different team. Every single Masters that they've competed in, again, in 2018, they've won it 5-0. A record-setting, historic season for Novi Sad. Winning in Saskatoon, winning in Prague, winning in Lausanne, Debrecen, and Hyderabad. That was good enough to put them number 2 on the World Tour standings. Also number 2 in the team rankings as well. Things may be changing though, as the top 8 teams will be awarded bonus money, 40 G's on the line here as we get this final going here at the 2018 Bloomage Bejing World Tour Final. Not a shock to see Novi Sad here. And not a shock to see Riga here as well. The foul on Dusan at the free throw strike. Stepping up, Bullet, leading scorer today for Novi Sad, 32 points through 4 games. Oh, misses a couple of free throws. Now it's Lasmanis getting to the baseline. Oh, he lost the maestro momentarily, then he steps through and launches the 2. Now, I made mention of Novi Sad's 3 losses to Riga in the challengers phases, but I'd be remiss not to mention they wins this year, because they got 2 in our Masters here in 2018. Dusan takes the feed, fade like my barber. He might do a better job at it. Cashes in to get Novi Sad on the board. Oh, he hits it. He has Savage searching for him in the daytime with a flashlight. Another look at the awkward fadeaway from Mr. Bulletproof. But now the game is all even. 1 apiece. Oh, nice. Nice pass. These two have got together in some classic games in the past couple of years. This Riga team, they double as Latvian. Look at Maestro kissing it off the glass. That was deeper than empty pockets. But you remember the Europe Cup 2017 in Amsterdam, as the Maestro is setting the mood with some string music. Oh, Las Manos' two-piece rolls out as Novi Sad leads it 5-2. Evo said, man, he's just too strong, man. Too strong. Oh! Las Manos! 6-3. But they had a classic at the Hyderabad Masters semifinal. This is when Riga Ghetto had them up against the ropes. They had game point, a 2-point lead, and yet some crazy defensive plays from the Maestro saved the game, and then he hit the game winner. So that's the last meeting between these two teams. And they just snatched a game that Riga probably should have won. Again, game point, 2-point lead. Novi Sad found a way to get it done there. So while they look for their third World Tour final win, Riga looks for their first Masters win. They know what it takes, these same four. Again, I was mentioning that Europe Cup 2017 in Amsterdam. They beat Novi Sad in overtime. Nice pass as Las Manos cruises to the cup, makes it a 1-point game. And then Dushan says, run up and get done up. This is Mr. Bulletproof. This is usually his time to shine. Las Manos, la list. Good like grandma's cookies from Tulane. And it's a 6-6 game. So that 4-point lead Novi Sad was enjoying is no more until Mr. Bulletproof wakes up. When he starts shooting, ain't nobody safe. Now bullet to the Maestro. He's got a couple of two pieces in his back pocket. Misses that one. But Novi Sad leading 8-6. So Riga on the World Tour this year. They lost in the final of the Debrecen Masters and the semifinals of that Hyderabad Masters. So Novi Sad has got it done when it's really counted. Las Manos. Cross-court pass is stolen. The Maestro's pass is deflected. Out of bounds. 11 seconds on the shot clock still remaining. Kyle Montgomery in your ear here for the final. This 2018 Bloomage Bejing. Cap to the season. Savage. Quick move baseline. Drops it off to Mr. Bulletproof. Easy breezy underneath, and it's a 3-point cushion for Novi Sad with under 7 minutes to play. I want to thank our official supplier, Shelled Sports, Magic Sky, Sport Court. The players have been playing on a new edition of the Sport Court here in Beijing this year. They brought it out especially for the final. And obviously, none of this would be possible without our global sponsor, Wilson, our founding partner, Nike, our official timekeeper, Tiso. Mieses, leading scorer, by the way, for Riga here in Beijing. 24 points in 4 games. Oh, nice idea on the pass, but it's broken up. Savage to Maestro. The Maestro, step back, air mails it. Las Manos, a little cross on the baseline. He drops it off. Javars. Oh, good score underneath over Evo Sad, but he's given a warning. He was defending inside the semicircle, which you cannot do after a made bucket. So a warning first time, and the second time will be a technical foul. Maestro, good move. Evo said, good luck and a good result as he gets buckets. 4-point lead, Novi Sad. Miezis keeps his team right in it. 3-point game now. Maestro, Dushan, you can't give him a look. Oh, Evo said, you better be careful, gotta get a shot up here. And shot clock violation. It's taking too much time. So the rock over to Riga. Chavars with it up top. Las Manes trying to cash in on Bullet. And then KLM misses the layup. He gets another opportunity. And that time he makes good on it. Look again. Las Manes, couple of misses. 2-point basketball game. And that's a jump ball. So look at Riga getting in there. Riga Ghetto getting in there, mixing it up with Dushan. Jump ball is always awarded to the defense. So you force a jump ball, it's pretty much the same thing as a steal. Krumans. He misses, but he follows it. 1-point game. Oh, Bullet! Going at Krumans. Miezis, Crew, thought about the two. Instead, he drives, misses on Dushan. Las Manes clears it. He decides to let one go, and he comes up short from long range. Offensive foul call. So a 1-point game, halfway through. This is the final, y'all. Can Riga get their first Masters win against the 2-time World Tour Final winners, Novi Sad, whom they haven't beaten on the World Tour here in 2018 yet? Nobody has. 31-game win streak on the line. Chavars hands it off to Miezis. Miezis gonna hand it off to KLM. He's got Savage in front of him. Chavars gets it to Miezis. Miezis unleashes. He misses. Oh, and then a little bit of a collision. Chavars, is he called for that foul? No, Novi Sad. Oh yeah, the Maestro got caught pulling the jersey of Alfred. So that's 6 fouls on Novi Sad. They got no more to give. They'll be in the penalty. Riga with 3. So even though they trail by 1, they're not in a bad position. Las Manes taking his time, trying to go to work on the Maestro. Left him in the dust and then splashed him with the floater. 11 up. Oh, Savage. Oh, beautiful finish. Oh, little hocus pocus. Now you see it, now you don't. He looked Chavars off and then made him think he was finishing with the left, and he gave him the little dip with the right. Savage, I mentioned, he hadn't been lighting it up scoring this year, but he's come up big in key moments. A couple of game winners under his belt. His free throw rolls out. So Novi Sad only with a 1-point advantage. As you know, first to 21 wins it. Maestro. To Bullet, hand up. Good contest. He misses it. Las Manes saves it to the wrong squad. Maestro was down momentarily. Now he's out there at the logo. He takes a step to the left. Fires a blank. Under 4 minutes to play. Evo said, call for the fouls. He grabs Las Manes. that puts Novi Sad in a place they don't want to be, in the penalty. So 2 free throws will now follow. Look back at it. Look back at it. The highlights, that is. So far, so good. It has been a hell of a game. Appropriate for what has been a hell of a tournament and a hell of a 2018 season. A record-setting year. Las Manas, first of 2. He misses the first. Chance to tie it here on the second. Second shot, no good. But look at Javar staying with it, but he missed the crib. Las Manas, though, also staying with it. Mies is 2-ball, too strong. And that one out of bounds off of Dushan, so it's still gonna be Riga's ball. They activity on the offensive glass is unbelievable. I think they're the best offensive rebounding team in 3x3. So yeah, Riga Ghetto, they average 20 rebounds per game. And that's been a big reason they stay alive. They've stayed alive in this one. The ball gets to the man who you don't want to have it. Dushan Bullet cooler than an ocean breeze as he steps into the 2 and gives Novi Sad a 1-point advantage. He's looking for another one. He misses that one though. And we got Savage down. Marco Savage is down on the right side of the court. And you get a look at what happened to him. Anytime you can look at the shot for Dushan. Savage limping over to his seat. And he's waving the medical staff off. He's saying, I'm okay. We get back to it on the court. Dushan and Evo set. He's guarded by Javar. His little jab step gets him some space, but he can't drop him off. Push is called on Las Manas. He sends Dushan to the ground. So a 3-point advantage for Novi Sad with 2:55 left on the game clock. Dushan with Las Manas in front of him. Oh, he made him dance. He didn't make the shot. Las Manas does, though. The 2 is true. Oh, Evo said, wet it, stick with it. 1-point game and a nice pass. Great touch from Dushan to the maestro. A 2-point game, but a 1-possession game as Novi Sad leads at 15-13. So a timeout on the floor and less than 2.5 to play. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, hotly contested final here in Beijing. Mies has it up top. Young Jock ain't nowhere to be found, but it's going down. Approaching 2 minutes. Las Manas step through. Missed the left scoop. Riga got a D up. Novi Sad. Moving it out to Savage. Open like a double click. And he connects. Savage, Maestro, he missed it. Evo Sev got a hand on it. That'll be out of bounds. Novi Sad's lead, 17-13. 4-point cushion. $1:48 left. Can they do it for a third time? They'll be the first team ever to do it, if so. Miezis, he hits the deck. Chavars from just inside the out-of-bounds line. And that'll be off of Evo Sad. So only a second left on the shot clock as you get a look back at Savage. Been fairly quiet, but you get to the final game here, and you've seen a little bit more offense from him. Miezis, he misses. Turns around, lost it, got it to Miezis. Miezis with 7 on the shot clock. Man, that was deep. Maestro, right back at you, cuz. 19-15. So a two-piece would end it. Oh, the Maestro couldn't do it. He did it in Hyderabad, but Crewmans. I'm loving the crew. I'm loving the crew. 17-19, this will win it for Dushan. Miezis for the tie. No, sir. Savage now. Approaching 45 seconds. Oh, he gives it up. Just lost the handle on the rock. Las Manas trying to work on him. He steps back, and he misses. Miezis, though, comes out of the battle with Dushan. He chunks the deuces, and he can't connect. 30 seconds left. And again, game possession, not game point. Depends on what Dushan here. Bullet with the ball in his hand. Misses it. Maestro back to Dushan. They're trying to use the clock to their advantage. Smartly, he doesn't take the shot. So he's got 3 on the shot clock. He gets his cookies took from Miezis. He gets it down to Las Manas, and it's a 1-point game. 5 seconds left, and Las Manas forced to foul. So I've been saying all tournament long that Savage hasn't had to score a lot this year. Only 2.7 points per game. He's come alive here in the final. He's got the game in his hands at the strike. His first free throw is a big miss. 4.5 seconds left in the game. Riga down 19-18. Second free throw is good. That's so Novi Sad defending. I think they got caught defending in the semicircle under the rim. But I don't think they've gotten a warning yet, so it won't be a technical. So a timeout. And possession to Riga. I think they're going to be given 4.5 seconds. So Miezis and Riga, their chance to win their first Masters, but they're down 2. Can they force overtime here in Beijing? Miezis to Tavares, up fake. He got the look he wanted. He got the shot he wanted. He did not get the result that he wanted. As Novi Sad Al-Wada continue to make history with their 3rd World Tour final win. And this time they get it done in Beijing. Dusan Bullet, Marco Savage, Dejan Majstorovic, and Tomasz Evo Sad. When the stage gets bigger, they go at your neck like a top button. And they finish off Riga for the 3rd time this year. Riga Ghetto will settle for $30,000. And the runner-up spot, as Novi Sad proved once. They have, what else do they have left? What haven't they done? World Cup winners, gold medal this year to start things off back in June. They take gold at the Europe Cup in Bucharest. They win all 5 Masters that they played in as we get it down to Julien Debove after an incredible final.
Very, very tense final.
Yeah, it's tough, but still, we did great job. We came from the 3rd place in a top standings to the final, so it's again step forward for us, but still it's painful. Yeah.
A lot of people watch you in Latvia this weekend. What do you want to say to them?
Liels paldies, ka sekojāt. Paldies, jūtām visu atbalstu. Lai līst. Paldies.
Congratulations for a great season. Thank you, Agnes.
Thank you.
No doubt, lai līst. So nothing to hang your heads about. Riga Ghetto, man, they came to play, and they got all the way to the final stage as we get a look at the highlights. But it takes a near perfect game to beat these dudes. So KLM added another dunk to his record season, more dunks than anybody else. He also got the stroke going from long range. But Dusan Buller was an absolute killer. He was homicidal in the final, as he did a little bit of it all for his team. Credit Riga though. They did everything they could to give themselves a chance all the way to the final possession, to where they had a shot to potentially tie the game. Las Manas with the follow. Just so much heart, so much effort, all left on the court here in Beijing. No, he's not a future star of 3x3. He's a star right now. Las Manas. Dusan Bullet, though, he's the GOAT for a reason. Cashes in from 2 range. The Maestro with some big buckets in here. And how about Savage making an appearance offensively? He strokes the 2-piece. Mies is crazy hit from distance. That was answered right back from the Maestro. Crewman's with a desperation 2-piece. And this is where things got interesting. Las Manas scored it underneath, but Novi Sad holds on to win it by 2 as we get it down to Julien Debove, who's with the MVP.
32-0, undefeated on the season. How does it feel to make history?
Oh, we fell down last year. It was one of the hardest losses ever in my life, and we were so determined, to make mistakes. That's what successful people do. When they fail, they get up, and then we whoop ass. We whoop ass all season. And congrats to my teammates, and I'm enormously happy now. This is probably my favorite title ever.
Exactly, it's your 3rd title. This one is special to you.
It is, especially what we've been last year in the same place, come back, and show character. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So that's one way to oh, I thought he was ending the interview. Yeah, he's done. That's one way to end the interview.